Hey everybody, this is my 55 Chrysler outboard. I'm having trouble keeping it in gear. I lose drive and reverse sometimes, so I'm thinking it's either the yoke or the clutch dog. So let's tear it apart and find out what it is. Alright, so those 4 bolts, the first time I took this apart I was wondering why it wouldn't drop, and that's because the shift linkage rod or arm, it's got a double-sided threaded nut right there holding it on with the lock washer. And if you put it in drive, you'll see that it drops a little bit, the lower unit. The drop is nice for when you're trying to get the water intake tube lined back up when you're putting it all back together. So, separate those. Once you got that disconnected, it falls right out. Pretty simple. And then shift the rod, just threads back out. Impeller case. Alright. This little guy right here, just pull him out, set it aside, and the whole unit's going to come right out of the lower. And you got your impellers right there. A lot of the times that's why you're not cycling water through. Alright. Cotter pin. The cap threads off. Got your little washer here. And then your propeller slides right out. Oh no, there's a pin right there. Wiggle it a little bit, falls right out. Propeller comes off. And then you got 2 hex screws here. It was really tight this morning, but you just kind of tap it a little bit that way to where you expose this, and you come at it from this side. See how it's coming right off. If you come in here, just give it a little wedge. Ooh, nice catch. And it pops right off. And you got all your gears in there. It's a mess, but once you do it, a dozen times, it becomes easy. Alright, what's left? Alright, you got 1 bolt in here, which is a pain, and there's 1 up here. Alright, I wasn't able to get my wrench in there exactly. It's pretty tight, but I was lucky enough to get some needle nose on it and get it to loosen up a little for me. Alright, hopefully they come out. There we go. And this guy comes out. As organized as I like it. And it should. Oh, take this one off. So I got lucky, and it came apart without hassle. So I won't need to pound on this. But sometimes, if you're having trouble getting these 2 pieces apart, you can keep the nut flush with the rod and give us some taps with the hammer. It's tight, but it'll go. All right. Whew. That's damn near as far down as you can go with this. Alright, well, that just slides out there. There's one of your gears. The other one's set back in there. There we go. Alright, so yeah, this is your yoke here. This little piece, and this is your clutch dog. The arm that holds this, mine was pinching, these two forks were pinching the clutch dog. It wasn't able to spin around freely like so. So what I did is I just took some pliers and very carefully pulled them out just a little so it spins now. I'm getting it back in because everything looked okay, so that's the option I chose to do, was open. That was the only thing that I saw wrong. Now getting it back in is the real pain. It's got to sit downward in that groove, in there, and you got to fit this down in there onto the yoke like so. It's not easy, it's frustrating, it's going to take a minute. So what I do is I'm going to grab it with some pliers. I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to set this yoke down on it, and then I'm going to take my arm and try to set it down on top of the yoke. I got that back together. Gear, neutral, gear. That was a pain. Alright, throw this section back on. Where you going? Mm-hmm. This one is such a freaking pain. Alright, that one's back on. Needle nose pliers prevailed again. Such a pain. These two hexes back in. Last one for this lower unit section. Alright. The rest is cake. Forget your little washer there. Your rubber. Right? Yeah. This little guy. There's a groove in your impeller for it. Finding the groove. There it is. Alright, now the middle section, or shift arm, rod, whatever you want to call it. Wiggle like that, that's absolutely normal. There's grooves in this middle unit, this unit, for the shift rod arm to go through. Two of them. There we go. Sometimes drive shaft doesn't want to line up with the head, twisting the propeller. Get those teeth together. There we go. I've done this 100 times and I was just about to do it again. Once you got it in there, your link arm goes past your adjustment. You need to lift it, lower it before you put these 4 bolts back in. Make sure this lines up and then stick it in. And now is a good time to put your motor back into reverse to close this gap. Before I tighten these all the way, I'm going to get a few turns on this linkage just to ensure it's on all 3 gears. It's the first time it's been fired today. Yep. So that means I gotta bring it up just a wee bit. All 3 gears back. Success. As long as you got good compression on these outboards, you can fix almost anything for cheap. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. If you got any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know.